Hey y'all, so today we're going to look at the Mossberg 12 gauge 590 Retrograde shotgun. And if you hang on a minute, because I don't think it's quite scary and intimidating enough for this review, we're going to put a pointy thing on the end. Now we're ready to review this gun. Alright, so new interesting camera angle because we're reviewing a long gun and I don't do that often. So the Mossberg 590 Retrograde shotgun. It's a 12 gauge shotgun. I'm going to talk a little bit about the specs, what I like about it and all that. Show some shooting footage and then give my overall review of it. So specs on this shotgun. This is a 20-inch barrel shotgun. It's 8+1, right? It comes with the Retrograde version. There's a bunch of 590s, but this is the Retrograde version. Comes with walnut wood furniture, really nice, right? Your traditional corncob Mossberg forend in walnut, buttstock with a very nice thick recoil pad right there, right? Has the heat shield. You have a standard bead sight, more than adequate for a shotgun. Comes with sling mounts. So you have a sling mount here, you have a sling mount here, and you have a sling mount point here. Now when you first get the gun, the sling point is going to be here, and you can change it to the back of the bayonet lug. Yes, this gun comes with a bayonet lug that will fit a M7 bayonet along with a few others, right? I did actually a separate video talking about the M7 bayonet for this shotgun, but let's see if I get it on camera. There we go. Clicks in real nice. But they offer two sling points because, as you can imagine, if you have a sling and you want to attach a bayonet for whatever reason, you might decide to have a pointed end on your shotgun. It's going to interfere with the sling mount if you have a sling. So they put a sling point back here, making it that you can still have your sling and your bayonet if you want to. Aluminum receiver, right? It's not terribly heavy. This is about 7¼ pound shotgun. So not light, but not terribly heavy. There is heavier versions of this gun. The 590A1 has a heavy walled barrel. This just has your standard barrel. Has the ambidextrous safety that you come to know and love with most Mossberg shotguns. I really like this shotgun safety because, one, it's ambidextrous. It's up in your face a little bit so that when you've got the shotgun up, you know, if for whatever reason you don't see that red dot in your peripheral vision, you know that the gun is still on safe. So overall, this shotgun's actually pretty well equipped if you're looking for like a home defense shotgun. The receiver is drilled and tapped, right? So I don't know how well that shows up, but it's drilled and tapped. So if you want to put a rail, and then you could put a scope, a red dot, whatever you might be looking for on top of there, which is a nice feature. A lot of people are going for red dots. The old iron sights are kind of going away. If you want to go in and have a red dot on there, you can, which is really nice. Again, this shotgun, these shotguns are kind of set up for home defense, security, police. You know, it's kind of set up. It's not really a sporting shotgun. They're not really designed to be, you know, a bird gun, something like that. This is truly an excellent, well-equipped home defense shotgun. As far as reliability of this shotgun, I've shot probably about 100 rounds through it so far, and that may not seem like a lot, but you're dealing with 12 gauge, so, you know, 112 gauge rounds through it, you're going to pretty much figure out if it's good or not. But I've had no issues. The gun has not jammed. The gun functioned flawlessly. Recoil is, well, what you expect for a 12 gauge shotgun, but with this nice big rubber butt pad, it definitely does help a little bit. And they kind of, with this, there is the more expensive 590A1. It offers ghost ring sights. I believe it has, again, it has the heavy walled barrel on there. But other than that, there's really not a whole lot they really offer. I know the trigger group on the 590A1 is metal, whereas this is plastic. I've had no issues with this, you know, no issues at all. I mean, this really isn't a point, you know, the trigger guard is not really a point that takes a lot of abuse. You can swap it out if it's something you're looking for, but for me, the plastic, you know, although I don't like plastic on guns, this piece doesn't really bother me. But yeah, overall, you know, really nice wood stock. I will say for, again, basically a home defense shotgun, something that's not really meant to look pretty, it looks well enough. It looks pretty good. They did a little bit of checkering right here, which looks nice. I kind of equate this to kind of like a modern day trench gun because obviously, you've got the, when you think trench gun, you think heat shield and you think bayonet lug. Well, this has both of them. I've got a old military style sling on here, right? Reproduction, of course. I like the features of a Mossberg shotgun because, so, obviously this operates like a normal shotgun. Shells load in the bottom through the loading gate, right? Don't know how well that shows up, but they load in the bottom of the loading gate, right? You pump a shell in, you're ready to go, right? But say you need to repump the action, you want to clear the weapon or whatever, right? The button to release the pump and slide it again is right here, which I really like because when you're holding the shotgun like you would in a normal firing situation, your grip here is very easy to slide up a little bit on the grip and actuate the button, right, which is right here. It's very easy to actuate the button with this finger, right? You can slide up and hit with this finger. You can pull your finger back and hit it with this finger. It's very easy to actuate that button, even though it's kind of small in that position. So I really like that they did that. The price is a little more than a standard 500, and of course it's much more than a standard Maverick 88, but the nice little touches that are on this to make it kind of a nicer looking, one of the things about these shotguns is you see a lot of modern shotguns, they have a lot of polymer on them. And polymer is great and all, but eventually I stand by the statement I've made that I think eventually polymer is going to dry out, it's going to become brittle, it's going to break. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, who knows. But at the end of the day, this, having wood furniture, everything on this shotgun is pretty much set up to be an heirloom gun you can pass down. You can toss this in a closet for home defense for the next 20 years, and it's going to work. That's my quick thoughts on the Mossberg 590 Retrograde. Really nice shotgun, really good for, again, if you want to have a good home defense shotgun that has kind of a neat retro flair with a little more class to it than just your polymer stocked gun. Definitely recommend it. But that's pretty much my thoughts on it. Put down below, do you think the 590s are worth it over the standard 500 or the Maverick 88? Put down below what you think, and have a good day.